What is correct, and everyone? This is LC coming back at you with some Honkai Star Rail, and boy, oh boy, do we have some very nice surprises in store for us today. Before we get into them, I know you see Yao Guang right there, but please do not forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe so we can continue to grow the channel. And without further ado, let us get into it. So, 4.0 drip marketing has just happened. I'm sure you all might have known by now, maybe not, but Yao Guang is the one that's going to be presumably she's going to be the first banner for 4.0 for the new characters. And there she is. You can see her right there. I'll zoom in on a different tab in a bit, but there she is. She's going to be physical and elation. So if you guys remember with the remembrance path, hopefully this won't be as egregious as the last one, but most Remembrance characters really needed their cones to function at their best, and it's not like most cases where you can use a free-to-play option and maybe you lose like 20-30% damage, but most of the time the character doesn't function nearly as well without it, which makes sense. But at the same time, there weren't really any good free-to-play options for the Remembrance path. I hope that's not the case with Elation. I'm used to playing gacha games where you get the character on the first banner and then you rerun, you get their cone. If you're free to play, of course. If you're not free to play, it doesn't apply to you. But in my case, being a free to play, somewhat recently, kind of how it just has to work, right? Unless you get lucky. But generally speaking, you don't get stuff before pity good majority of the time. But hopefully they're gonna be good with Elation, and I'm sure Heya has heard our grievances with Remembrance and its lack of proper free-to-play options for light cones by now. So hopefully they listened and they're gonna give us something better. I suppose I should read the text here. So, I am General Yao Guang, senior strategist aboard the Zhansho Yuchue. I hope I said that right. I don't know. Chinese is not my language, so anyway. Like everyone else, you may simply call me Madame Yao. I'm probably going to call her that then. It's true, I could have divined the finer details of this encounter, but where's the fun in that? Being here in person has turned up some rather pleasant surprises. Their mysterious, bold, and radical actions were so revolutionary that they left everyone stunned. She saw all fortune, good and ill, through the eye of the hunt. Yet, knowing that fate is not to be defied, the seer strategist still faced the danger alone. To be dealt with such a cursed fortune, how can one ever hope to alter their fate? Aha! A special shout out to Yao Guang for winning. Number one, the Zhansho's chosen seer, and number one, that general's got a wild streak. So she seems like she's a little fun. Little personality to her. Now, for those of you that might remember, we have never seen her face until now. So, there it is. On zoomed in, as you guys can see right here. That's all. Okay, we only get one click for zoom in. Let me move my actual face. I'm in the way. So she is physical. So if you guys picked up Finon, you might not have as much reason to pick her up. We don't have any idea what the Elation path is going to be like at this moment, so it's possible that she's maybe like a support and a DPS at the same time. We have no idea, right? This is a new path. We don't know what they're gonna do yet. My guess is that she's a DPS. Maybe she'll have some support capabilities. We're not sure. We have no way of knowing what she's going to do, so keep your eye on her for sure. I don't know if she's gonna be a must summon. We gotta find out details, but she is physical, so in the event that you have a Finon, and she's a DPS, and you have a Finon, you might not need to roll for this girl. Personality-wise, from what I can see so far, I'm a fan. Those of you who... It was a while back, I think it was near the War Dance arc, where we got to hear her voice and see a little icon that represents her, but we've never seen her actual face until now. I like what I'm seeing. I think she's pretty. I don't know if I'll be rolling for her personally, much as I might want to, because the person that we're seeing next, I am very much interested in pulling instead. But do keep your eye on her. We don't know what Alicia's gonna do yet. If it's like a cool like DPS slash support path, that'd be cool. We don't have one of those like that yet to my knowledge. Where it's just a path that does damage and supports. I know Tribby can kind of be seen as that a little bit, but I mean, to me, she's more of a support than a DPS. I'm more so referring to the personal damage being higher than that. We'll see. We know that based off of the simulated universe things, it seems like they like follow-up attack buffing a lot, so there's a good chance that we'll see a bunch of follow-up attacks related to that path. It could just be a simulated universe thing and they're not actually going to make it follow-up based, but if it is, go. We have some potential information about what they're going to be like. But of course, this is the character that was teased like 2 days ago. I was a little busy with the end of the year business, and I don't know if you guys heard it in one of the last few videos, I kind of got a little, I'm not sure if it was I got sick for a little bit or if I just like was dealing with some allergy BS. I don't know what it was. Point is, I didn't cover her, but here she is. Now for the one that I am really interested in. Does that face look a little similar to you guys? It does to me. So her name is Sparxie. I think we know another character that has Spar and ends with an E at the end. It's Sparkle. And this is her alt form. Maybe this is what she actually looks like. We have no clue. We don't really know too much about her, to be honest. I'm sure they did that on purpose, though. Presumably she's going to get development with this coming planet. Hopefully. She's one of my more liked characters. I just have trouble putting her in like any truly favorites because I don't really know that much about her. Regardless, I'm gonna try and get a copy of this one because I do like me some devious women sometimes, and she fits that role to a T. Let's see what they have for her text. Hey there, Galactic Baseballer. Welcome to the stream. I'm your good friend Sparxie. Are you ready for a day overflowing with dopamine? The world is full of sparkles, so don't forget to shine brightly just like Sparxie. Thumbs up, follow, stream, views, bar till the world ends. Sparxie and Sparkle, the mask and the fool are fundamentally the same. Whoever is seen, whoever is liked, is the correct answer. Aha! A special shout out to Sparxie for winning #1 Planet Arcadia Highlight Reel Machine and #1 Most Likely Everywhere at Once. Doesn't seem like this is gonna be too different from the normal Sparkle that we know of in terms of personality, but I mean, again, the text right here. Where is it? The mask and the fool being fundamentally the same, I mean, that would make you think that they're gonna be similar. So yeah, we don't know anything about her yet, but there she is in all her glory. I like the little hat she's got on. Like around about here. I like the tiny hat. She's kind of got like a playing card trickster vibe going on, which, you know, I kind of mess with that. Yeah, Sparkle is definitely one of my more favorite characters in this game, though. It's just I have trouble putting her in like, oh, this is peak character rating because we don't really know anything about her. Kind of hard to put her up that high for me when I don't know. But just straight off personality, she's definitely a favorite of mine. And the fact that she's going to be the presumed part 2 for 4.0 kind of makes Yao Guang over here kind of just an unfortunate case, because am I gonna go for one of my favorites who I know not that much about, but I already know I love her, or a character that looks cool, but I don't really know not anything about her, like, at all. So we'll see. She is Fire Elation. So, funny part about that, we just got Dahlia for Firefly, who's also fire, and I'm gonna be getting Fugue in a few days here. Hopefully. I mean, we're not on guarantee, but I'm not gonna let that stop me from getting the character. Worst, quote-unquote worst case, we just use our guarantee for Sparxie over here, right? I would prefer to win the 50-50 so I have a Fugue to play Super Break with, but we can probably make do with something else. Regardless, I'm a big fan of Sparkle, so this is gonna be far and away our focus. She seems to be a sort of streamer, which is interesting. I presume that the Tengoku, I believe it's called, the planar set is probably going to be for her, because it's got her eye, it's literally got a shot of her eye on the orb, so I would imagine that's probably for her? We don't know. Supposedly she's supposed to be the main DPS for the Elation path, at least at the start, because you guys know how Remembrance... Who was the first Remembrance DPS? It was Aglaya. Yeah, so Aglaya is going to be the first... So she's kind of like quote-unquote the Aglaya, or she's supposed to be, we don't know for sure. Reports say that that's what she's going to be though, so hopefully that's what she is, because the idea of me being able to run a DPS Sparkle and a support Sparkle brings a smile to my face. I do love her design though, I love the old playing card trickster vibes going on. Got some bunny motifs too. I like her design a lot. We're going as hard as you reasonably can for this character. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to pull out the card, but I mean, if the chance presents itself and I can find a way to do so, we're gonna do so. Anywho, regardless, hope you guys are excited for Planet Arcadia. My current state, I'm excited for it, but I'm trying to manage my expectations because of all of the stuff they had to change. I mean, honestly, my expectations is that the fact they had to gut however much they had to gut from this planet kind of makes me feel like I have to manage my expectations and maybe not get like super duper excited, because unfortunately this stuff takes time to develop. You can't exactly just spawn content out of nowhere, especially with the storytelling. If you know, you can't just have the writers be like, oh yeah, let's, like, you have 2 weeks to write the story. That ain't gonna make the story that good if you're gonna put a time limit on it. So hopefully it's still amazing. I'm going to at least hope that it's fun, if nothing else. And honestly, since Pinakani, I feel like Star Rail has been fun. I know Euphorius, the story was a little long, but I still thought it's probably the best. I think it's the best written Star Rail story. There was definitely a fluff problem, but this is a very common Hoyo thing. There's a lot of fluff that didn't really need to be in there. Like, they extend the runtime of the story. But that's just a common Hoyo thing. I'm used to it at this point. Anywho, between Miss Yao Guang and Miss Sparxie, let me know who you're most excited about, and if you want to go for either one of them, or if you're gonna hold your Jades for whoever. We're gonna go for Sparxie pretty hard right now. Or maybe not right now, whenever she comes out, you know? A main thing with this new path though, I just really hope that they have good light cone options for free to play. Even if it's a battle pass cone, I still hope that there's really good options that can easily be used, because Remembrance didn't really have that. The replacement cones were kind of like okay at best, but you just used them because you had to. You didn't use them because they were quote-unquote good for the character. So hopefully they figure that out. But I'm going to be tapping into Elation regardless, because I love my girl Sparkle, and she's just going to have to come through for us. Anywho, hope you guys enjoyed the little video today, and do not forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and we will keep covering the Planet Arcadia stuff as it comes out. See you all. Laters.